What if I told you we could be fighting misinformation by using the blockchain? Welcome back, everyone. That's right. I found this random shitcoin, and it's time to make fun of it because it's been a while. It's been a while since we took a look at some of this garbage, and of course, right, we are imminently on our way into a bull run. And of course, right, the perpetrators of these vaporware projects that fill you with a bunch of hopium and warm and fuzzies about the future of blockchain, well, they're all up for this grift. Anyways, let's dive into it and see how shitcoins are fighting fake news with blockchain tech. What is truth and what is fact? While the question may seem silly and the answer obvious, the fact of the matter is that what is considered accurate or truthful can vary wildly from person to person. Much of the world lives in increasingly divided and fragmented societies where two people may not agree on much of anything at all. Uh-oh. This is a problem we need to fix, including what is fake news and what is real news. Add social media to the mix, and the idea of there being any one universal source of truth becomes even less believable. Guys, this project is going to solve the problem of truth. Okay, even though Bitcoin has already done this, it doesn't matter because this token's going to do it better, and it's specific for fact finding and truth acquiring or truth proving, I guess. Anyways, whatever. All right, let's continue. So right now, as you could see, right, you know, this is this article here that was put out by Cointelegraph. This is not something that is meant to be news or information. This is a sales pitch from a shitcoin. Anyways, but I'm going to dismantle it as they're trying to make it. So here we go. Fact checkers have been seen as unbiased mediators to get to the bottom of what is fact and what is fiction. Websites like Snopes attempt to break down the truth behind current events, and newsrooms employ staff whose job is to ensure their stories are straight. So this person is just essentially creating a totally false narrative to prove that their shitcoin is needed, because we all know the news and the word truth do not necessarily go hand in hand, and anybody with some type of a critical thinking engine, okay, is going to realize there are opinions, okay, and essentially there is this middle gray area where the truth, which is what happened in an unbiased way, okay, that piece actually occurs, right? So there's this old saying, there's your side, there's my side, and then there's the truth, because the truth is usually a combination of two sides of the story, which a shitcoin is not going to solve for anyone. But I digress. Let's continue. Even fact checkers themselves and the organizations they work for hold biases that may influence their process or help determine which issues they investigate and which they decide to leave alone. So again, this shitcoin is somehow going to, pick which information, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so here we go. The Agenda podcast hosts Jonathan DeYoung and Ray Salmon spoke with Evan Hansen, co-founder and CEO of Factland DAO, about how blockchain technology can be unsuspecting force multiplier and equalizer for the fact-checking process. That's right, guys. We're going to fix this with a shitcoin. Hansen is a media veteran who took his frustrations with the state of misinformation and turned to Web3 to launch the decentralized autonomous organization. Just wait. Just wait. Factland is still in beta mode. That's why they're trying to sell it through these articles at the time of this writing, with Hansen describing it as a DAO in name only. Okay, well, guess what? DAOs are all in name only. That's all bullshit. None of them. Oh, it's so brutal. Anyways, presently, anyone can bring forward a claim they want fact check. How does having a shitcoin fix that? You could still bring any claim that you want fact checked to your shitcoin, to your shit chain. Who cares? It doesn't anyways. Others can offer up evidence in favor of it being true or false. And then a provably random group of jurors cast a vote to determine the final outcome, the results of which are timestamped and stored on the internet computer. Okay, so here we go. So now we're creating this idea, okay, we're creating this idea that these random jurors aren't incentivized to acquire the shitcoin, because as you could imagine, right, when these people vote on what is true and what is not, what do you think happens? They get some shitcoin for it. Oh, that there's no way that that could tamper or mess with the incentive. It's okay. I know, Phil, just go on. I will. Once the DAO and associated decentralized application officially launch, the expanded Web3 elements will kick in. The expanded Web3 elements. Now, when you don't know anything and you enjoy this wordplay, it sounds like something big is about to happen, and you, me, we need to be in. Okay, which we don't. Anyways, anyone will still be able to submit a claim and the jurors will remain random, but those jurors will receive fact tokens for their service. Indeed, the actual incentive for providing verdicts. But wait, there's more. Other DAO members will also be able to stake their own fact tokens. But, so if you stake them and you get more of them, doesn't that give you more? Doesn't that give you more votes? Doesn't that give you more power on the blockchain? Other DAO members will also be able to stake their own fact tokens toward the verdict they believe will win. Oh man, no way. No way. Once the verdict has been selected, the stakers who pledged for the winning side will split the pool of staked tokens. Individuals who provide the most compelling evidence will also be rewarded with the fact token. So this is interesting, right? Everybody, there's no way this can be gamed, okay? So there's not a chance that everybody isn't incentivized to vote the same way so that they can all receive the rewards. This is so stupid. Anyways, all right, let's continue. Phil, you just don't see the innovation in this. You just don't see it. I'm just a stupid Bitcoin maxi. Having a large number of provably random jurors, how exactly is that provable? Is a more effective, less biased way to determine what is fact and what is misinformation than relying on a more traditional approach. The contrast with the traditional fact-checking model in which a small handful of appointed experts at the newsrooms stop it right there. Nobody at the fucking newsroom is an expert, okay? They're just reading opinions, okay? If you think for a second the person reading the news to you is some form of expert, yeah, that's probably why you think everything you're seeing and reading is true, which is part of the problem. Anyways, it's not, okay? These people are not experts. And even the term expert doesn't mean shit. We've created this whole false notion of expertise, right? Where essentially expert opinions are trusted, right? These experts no longer have to prove why what they say is accurate. Okay, they no longer have to do that. They simply just need to point to the creds and say, "See, expert." So whatever I say is expertise. Anyways. The problem with this, according to Hansen, is that they have oftentimes agendas and they have political bias. So there's no way that these shitcoiners that are incentivized to, through this process of providing verdicts to get more coins, there's no way that they could have a different agenda or any bias. It's no way. They don't want more coins. They're looking for the truth. I feel like we're back in 2018, 2019 again. So here we go. Let's take a look at we're on the fact token website, or the fact.technology website. Anyway, so here we go. Fact token utility. Okay, the fact token will also have other utilities such as protocol governance and staking for rewards. The token will exist on multiple public blockchains, including but not just limited to Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, and BNB. So in other words, all giant shit chains that don't currently offer any value. Okay, and every single one of them is completely coerced, okay, and controlled. And they are all decentralized in name only. It is total crap. So here's some more hypocrisy. The total number of tokens in circulation across all chains will never exceed 1 billion. That is a hard cap. Tokenomics mandates that at least 25% of the fact supply token be burned using any of the mechanisms described in the white paper. So who's mandating that? And I'm going to stop right there. I've said this before. The word mandate doesn't actually mean anything. Okay, this is a grifting word. Okay, that quite often salespeople or marketers, and again, I'm not ragging on them or bashing on them. I'm just explaining the use of the word. Okay, telemarketers will often use the term mandate because over the phone, okay, surprisingly, if you tell somebody that you have a mandate to do something, it sounds very serious, and it sounds like the person you're talking to should take it very seriously. Okay, so, oh, well, you've got a mandate, then I better listen. It doesn't mean shit, okay? A mandate means absolutely nothing. I could have a mandate to kick you in the ass, okay? And I could write it myself. It doesn't mean anything. Anyways, okay, let's continue. So here we go, guys. The token allocation. Keep in mind, it's decentralized, so I'm not sure who is allocating this. I guess it is the benevolent fact token god. So here we go. Token allocation. Community incentives. Public sales. You'll notice, you'll notice over here, right? This has all been pre-selected by, I don't know, the decentralized entity. So public sale, the team, marketing, treasury. I thought this was decentralized. Early investor. What? How do you have investors in this? Partnerships, independent advisors. There's going to be some scarcity built into the protocol, okay? They've got token burn. They've got unlock burn. They've got transaction fee burn. Why the token burn? The token burn has become an industry standard practice to ensure the project's sustainable growth and also for rewarding the long-standing communities by creating organic scarcity because no decentralized project can flourish and achieve goals without its communities. Guys, this is so depressing. So if token burns really helped, why is it that they haven't worked? Why is it that all of these shit chains that burn tokens can't hold a candle to Bitcoin? The Fact Foundation DAO, also to be called Fact DAO, will assume the responsibility of organizing a regular community governance vote to amend the token burn rate. So chosen people are going to make decisions. It's not decentralized. This is such nonsense. Okay. All right. We'll take a look at one last thing. We'll wrap it up. Okay, so now looking at the white paper, we can see here these are the actual numbers for their tokenomics. That, again, more grifting. The early investors. So this is not an investment, right? It's a token. It's money, but yet somehow there's investors. Here's the public sale again, not a security, not an illegal security. Anyways, educational awareness campaigns, the treasury, right? The treasury. So essentially what the treasury means is we dump on the bag holders when we need to. Okay. The partnerships, the team. Okay. This is actually pretty interesting. Okay. So the team gets 16% of all the tokens. 50% will be burned. Monthly unlock incentivized for 36 months. Keep in mind what I've explained to you guys. You can stake fact tokens. And if you take part in the voting process, then you will be paid out in fact tokens, which means there can never truly be a hard cap of 1 billion tokens. Like there just cannot. Mathematically, they cannot do it if the ecosystem continues to grow. Like it doesn't take that long to figure it out that at some point you're going to have so many stakers and so many people putting in verdicts that you are going to have to hand out a shitload of tokens. So what happens then? Anyways, this piece of it, I think, is absolutely hilarious. So they explain part of the tokenomics. Now check this out, okay? The unlock burn, 50%. So over time, a maximum of 50% of tokens, a maximum of 50% of the tokens will be taken out of the supply. When locked tokens in any category of tokenomics unlock, half of these tokens are burned and permanently taken out of the supply. This token burn event will end when all locked tokens have been unlocked. Guys, we are so back, and this is a very low-level shitcoin grift. I just love talking about these things because I think that they're funny. I try to understand the mental gymnastics between burning tokens, right? But also at the same time paying people in these tokens automatically for making decisions that don't actually matter. Now, something I was thinking of, how does this fact token become the center for truth and facts? Like, how does that happen? Where do all the humans on Earth decide that this is the truth-telling center? I don't get it. Like, there's a bunch of red flags in this. I just, to me, like, I know a lot of times people will go into the really heavy nuance of these shitcoin projects to dismantle them. I've said this time and time again. You don't need to do that. Okay. You just need to look at some basics. Okay. Just go take a look at essentially what their issuance is, why it is that they're doing it, and you will see every single coin. I know nobody wants to believe it, but unfortunately, that is the truth. That's what it is. Okay. Every single coin points to Bitcoin and says, hey, look what Bitcoin did. If we could just do a sliver of that, just a sliver of that, you're going to be rich. You're going to be rich. Guys, that's not how it happens, okay? It's not how it works. When it comes to this type of stuff, you're just a bag holder, okay? These people, what they are doing is that they are marketing their token. That's all. They're essentially trying to create the idea for you that they're solving a problem. They are not solving a problem. Like, you need to really think about it. You know, like, why would what you believe to be independent jurors, how could they not communicate and coerce between themselves as to what the fact should be so that they can gain a market share of all the tokens that are out? Right? And then all of a sudden they become the majority stakers and they also become the majority voters. How do those incentives not get perverted? Spoiler, they do. They get perverted and it's over. Okay? Like, that thing is just going to be absolute crap. Anyways, guys, I thought this was fun. I enjoy looking at these projects. And as you know, the bull market is getting started. We're going to see a whole lot more of this crap. And you know that I am going to be covering it and making fun of it. Let me know what you guys think. Put it in the comments. Catch you all tomorrow.